Hello dear followers, hope you are doing fine. Welcome to this new video in which I'm going to present the first lesson from sequence 3, Me, My Community and Citizenship, related to MS4 English program. Before starting the lesson plan, don't forget to subscribe, like and share the video. The learning objective of the lesson. By the end, the learners will learn about citizen positive character traits and what it means to be part of a community. In the warm-up phase, write the following sentences on the board. A good person is someone who, and a good citizen is someone who. Ask your learners to complete them in as many ways as they can. Your learners will notice at the end that a good citizen should be a good person. This activity will create a good environment in your class, stimulate your learners' minds, and make them feel comfortable with the topic. In the pre-listening phase now, you will prepare your learners for the listening. Stick on the board some places where they can do voluntary work and ask them, where would you like to volunteer? Why? In a developing country, in a hospital, in a library, in a nursery, in a prison, in a soup kitchen for homeless people, in an old person's home, on a farm. You can use whether pictures or just write phrases on the board. During listening phase, invite your learners to listen to an interview with 2 volunteers and do some tasks. Here is the audio script.
Welcome to the world of work. Today we have 2 young people in the studio. They are going to talk to us about voluntary work. Welcome to the show, Martin and Karen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Karen, let's start with you. What kind of voluntary work do you do?
I visit elderly people in their homes. There are people in my town who don't have any family. Some of them have a dog or cat, but often they feel lonely and unhappy. I spend time with them, and most of the time they just want to talk.
That's great, Karen. And what about you, Martin? What does your voluntary work involve?
I work on an organic farm.
What exactly do you do on the farm?
I do lots of different jobs. I plant trees and vegetables. I feed the pigs and chickens. I collect the eggs from the chickens, and I sometimes cook lunch for all the other volunteers. It's a big farm, and there are 15 volunteers.
How many hours do you work, Karen?
I'm a student, and I have a busy social life. I don't have much free time, especially at the weekend, so I do 2 or 3 hours during the week.
And you, Martin?
I do quite a lot. I go every Saturday and Sunday. We start very early in the morning and finish at about 7 o'clock in the evening. It's very hard work, and I feel tired at the end of the day. But I don't mind, because I love being on the farm.
What sort of people volunteer?
Fantastic people. No, volunteers are caring people. Of course, a lot of people are caring, but volunteers are more likely to do something about it.
So why do you do this voluntary work, Martin?
I'm passionate about the environment, and I'm interested in responsible farming. I believe that organic farming is very important for the future. I also like working in a team. I learn important life skills, and I'm more confident than before. Also, I want to study farming and agriculture, so this is good experience.
What about you, Karen?
Well, there are problems in my community, and I want to help. There's also a selfish reason for doing it. It impresses people, and I like that.
Thank you, Karen. And thank you, Martin. Now, unemployment is unfortunately a big problem.
I will let you the link of the audio script in the description so that you will be able to download it. In the first listening, learners are asked to get the general meaning of the audio script, what we call listening for gist. Check their understanding by asking them some questions. Where do Karen and Martin do their voluntary work? What do they do? How many hours do they work? You can deal with this activity early in order to gain time. In the second listening, ask your learners to listen again and answer by writing K for Karen or M for Martin. Who helps old people in the local area? Who works with farm animals? Who volunteers a few hours a week? Who does volunteering work every weekend? Who thinks that volunteers are more active than other people? Who enjoys working with other people? Who thinks that voluntary work makes you more sure of yourself? Who thinks that doing voluntary work makes a good impression? These are questions of scanning. Your learners are going to receive inputs that they will use while performing in the post-listening phase. So, in the post-listening phase, first, provide your learners with a Lexis activity. They are asked to match the underlined words and phrases in task 2 with these words and phrases from the interview. Here are the underlined words and phrases: old, farm animals, a few, weekend, more active, with other people, sure of yourself, makes a good impression. And the words from the interview are confident, elderly, impresses people, in a team, more likely to do something, pigs and chickens, Saturday and Sunday, 2 or 3. Finally, your learners will use the knowledge gained from listening for the development of another skill, which is writing. They will write about voluntary work. Imagine you could volunteer anywhere. Which country would you choose? What voluntary work do you want to do? And why? Here we come to the end of this video. As I said before, you will find the link of the attached documents in the description. Hope it was useful. Keep smiling and see you soon.